Snow's finally fallen. I say we do some cold starts. See, the nice thing about having a service box is you don't got to worry about, you know, getting your ether can buried in the snow in the bed or anything. Also, they're just pretty great. I really got to fix this. Sure. But anyways, I reckon it's time for some cold starts. 073 IDI swap. No glow plugs that work, but it's okay. I have them in a can. And we know how these go. We know these 7.3s love the cold. It's not like there's a guy that made an entire YouTube channel off of it. Not that I'm exactly pointing out anyone specifically. Yep. Just remove this. Place down yonder. Now I wish I had multiple cameras so I can give you two angles here, but I don't. So I'm going to give her a little bit of turning, build some oil pressure, and then just give it all the ether. And y'all are going to be back there and admire the ozone layer getting burnt up. Oh, she is fighting me today. Absolutely fighting the fella. Come on, gorgeous. Well, I know what we got to do to make this happen. See, I could use a battery jumper pack, but I figured I might as well get two birds knocked out with one stone and just get another cold start to warm up the cold start. You know what I'm saying. And y'all can tell this is a cold starting rig specifically because it always has jumper cables on it. And she's loyal and will always run up. You can tell how the international theme is kind of running strong, but this is a gas-powered unit, not a diesel-powered unit. But if you didn't know anything about these old tractors, is they start up pretty well in the cold, as long as you got a lick of common sense and tune the carb right. Make sure she's in neutral, pull the choke, set to 425 RPM. See, just a loyal unit. Chugga-lugga-lugga. Well, now that we got some international on international action, let's see if we can get the old Dodge Coronet started. Walk back through here with my collection. Only got two carbureted units back here. Well, then there's this, but this is missing a few things. But here is the 66 Dodge Coronet. This was actually my grandfather's and I inherited it and got her running. And she's a pretty good unit. I think the starter's blown out on her. As for, well, it got stuck wired open and I think I destroyed it by accident, but let's give it a shot anyways. You can hear the rooster in the background. He's getting angry. It's like, what's all this white stuff on the ground, bud? Yep, need a battery. Wait a minute. Quick cold start right here, snowblower. A lot of complicated steps on this one, you know. Really hard. Yeah. Oh yeah. Most loyal thing on the property right here. Hey, there's a fun lever right there. Well, considering I have one of the smallest batteries I have on one of the biggest engines I have, let's see if she'll turn over. We'll have to come back to this guy with the better battery. On a brighter note, we can come back to this. shutter on down. So when I keep cranking this and it doesn't start, not only do I kill the truck, but I also kill the 504. Oh, she wants to. Man, this thing usually does not fight me that much, but I guess we're just gonna have to bust out the battery charger. Well, considering the 504 wasn't enough to charge her battery, let's see if those coal-fired turbines up north will be enough to charge her up, because this unit is just fighting me today. I want to get this started so I can pull it in the shop and actually put a new Gold Pug relay in it. But I think it knows that, and now it's mad because it just wants to hibernate. At least she looks pretty with the snow on it, though. You get that cream and red contrast on it. Absolute unit. Let's see if we can get a chicken cold start. You're going to be upset. Yep, that sounds like a Dodge turning over. Alrighty, sweetheart. If you don't start, I'm telling my mom. Key engaged. Engine start. Glow plug in a can. Rowdy. Alright, let's get this sweetheart lined up so she can get in the shop. Seeing is optional. Now here's another cold start y'all weren't expecting. And I'll elaborate here. 48 star flag. Mint. World War II parade flag. But anyways, a lot of my things here run on, let's just say, basically crude oil, used oil, maybe some farming fertilizer mixed in there. It's really good to breathe in. But anyways, this is my waste oil burner, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to get her to chooch. When it's not putting out enough heat to melt brake rotors, she's burning oil and heat in my shop. So this is just a simple drip type system that I control with that ball valve there. And I just jump started on kerosene. I'll show you in just a moment here. So in order to open up the global warming elator, you got to just twist this on off right here. And you just crack it open like such. Let all the sauce through. Make sure she's topped off. Open that valve. That's kind of my snuffer valve, so I can get a more constant flow. But this will take a couple minutes for it to get down this because she's nice and cold. And then I just jump start her with some kerosene to get her nice and warm. And now as y'all can see, it just drips right in the pan there. You can tell she gets a little carboned up. But anyways, got my kerosene. Just spray it on in there like such. Get a little liberal with it. Put that down. Take the blowtorch. Get her all nice and hot. Got a forge blower blowing in through the wall, so I just plug my forced draft in like so. And then she roars to life. There's my blower. That's just a forge blower. Y'all think we should cold start the Samurai next? That's carbureted. There we have it. And no chooch here. She burns nice and clean. While the shop's warming up, let's get back to the Cornet. Honestly though, with that bad starter, I think she's gonna fight us. But that was a bad battery we were using, so let's see. Let's see how the headlights are. Okay, that's better. Let's hop on in her. Clutch in so it's not fighting the gear oil. No. We got nothing, sorry boys. What about the tunes?
Calvin Condor Bluntman Emmons 85.
Oh.
59.
However, I will try one more trick. I can jump the starter solenoid on this, just like the Ford. So, I got my starter solenoid actuator right yonder. So if I just jump these two terminals and probably electrocute myself like crazy. Yeah, we got nothing. Come on! Oh. Yeah! Yep, time to do the forbidden starter hack. And that includes a hammer and a long piece of metal. Alright, so we're going to attempt to beat that starter to break it loose. So I got my tools here, as you can tell. Sorry guys, you're not getting the best angle here, but you're going to have to make do. Now if we just promptly put this here and beat it, and then just cram the Leatherman back into the starter solenoid. And if it's still not working, you just need to beat it even harder. You see, sometimes brute strength and determination can really get a fella far in life. All right. As well as patience. So here we are underneath the Coronet, and it's kind of hard to tell because the header's in the way, but I'm just whacking the starter with the communism hammer, like such. All right, let's give her another shot. She's a good running unit when the starter lets it. All right, time for the Samurai. Got a battery chalked up in her. Let's see if she'll actually chooch to life. This is a carbureted model. That's a King carburetor, Yoder carb. Oh yeah, let's try the Samurai now. I got a plan. Oh, you never would have guessed it. Anyways, just pull off the breather here, like such, and then just apply more cold start in the can before the air filter. And that should help us out a little bit. Hop in the whip, press that clutch down, turn it over. Oh yeah, she's a runner. Yeah, that was a battle. I ain't gonna lie. But we got her going. We got her going. Say, I reckon we take this guy out for a quick rip. How about that? But in order to pull out the cold start, we gotta move the other car, which I guess will technically be a cold start, but she's EFI, so you know how this will go. So while the Samurai warms up, I was walking over yonder to pop the cork and let the wine run. But I noticed something. Where the Ford was parked is square. You know, there's a reason they call those square bodies. Now, if you want to be technical, yes, the Chevy is technically a square body, and there's no such thing as a Ford square body, but that looks like a square body if I've ever seen one. I mean, you can literally look where the frame goes into between the box and the cab. Like, that's hilarious. Let's give her a little wrap. So considering there's an entire engine in the back, as well as half the things to completely rebuild the Suzuki Samurai, and this makes less horsepower than my tractor, that might breaking loose. That might make breaking loose a little bit more hard, but we'll give her a shot anyways. Sorry about that. Well, now that my phone's covered in snow and dirt, I think we'll wrap up the Samurai now. Seriously, please like, comment, and subscribe so I can get monetized so I can afford a tripod. Thank you. But yeah, really oh, she just wants to spin. Really, to put things in perspective, yeah, no, wait for it. Yeah. Having an engine and a bunch of loose metal items in the back is not exactly ideal for enjoyable donut experiences. So before I blow a hole out the side of this like the Black Pearl, I think I'm just going to park her on up. Well, here's something that hasn't been on the channel for a while. This is the 87 Subaru GL, and I actually plan on Ford 300 swapping this and making it an absolute rat rod / drift car. I'll do it, mark my words. But anyways, let's see if she cold starts. See, even look at that old Subaru logo. Pretty sick. So, this thing does run like a top. Got a Weber carb and whatnot when it does run. But it has sat for a while. Now, excuse me, I gotta prop up this hood. And the funny thing is that engine is like the width of my hand. 1.8 liter boxer. But gosh, do they sound good. Battery crammed down in. Let's get into this unit. And this thing is kind of cool, I ain't gonna lie. Absolute time capsule. And it's also missing a wheel. Well, a whole spindle, to be exact. She even turn over? Oh, that's thick. Oh. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. Well, after wiggling her terminals, I think I got it. Let's just see if she'll pump any fuel. I think she will, but it's pretty old. Oh, we got a little bit of something there. Let's keep her going. All right, how about now? Huh. All right. Well, I just poured a little bit of gas in the tank, and we'll give her a little bit of express cold start. And I know the comments are going to say this is terrible for your engine, and I agree it is, but I also don't care. Unless it's a 7.3, he'll just eat that stuff right on up. Let's see if we got fuel now. I think he'll be coming. He'll be coming. Patience is virtus. Well, I bet one of the terminals grounding out on the brake line isn't necessarily beneficial for spark, but what do I know? Now it's just a matter of pulling fuel, and that we are, boys. All right, this thing's gonna fire right on up. Let me get you guys set over there, and you can hear how mint this thing sounds. Man, they don't make these old boxy cars like they used to. Looks like we're running out of fuel there too. We're just running on fumes. Gorgeous. Stay tuned. This thing is going to be an awesome project car on the channel. And I hope to be the first guy to ever swap a Ford 300 in one of these. Alright, come on, gorgeous. Oh, yep. She didn't like that. Let's see if those fumes just keep making her way on in. Choke hold. Pump it. And this is just a soccer mom car that makes those noises. Gotta love UELs, man. And plus, just look at the sick interior. It don't got curves, it got edges. Old LCD clock, glove box full of, you know, baseball cards and whatnot. I found this stuff sitting underneath the seats when I got this car. Old advertisements and whatnot. Even the owner's manual. Such a time capsule, I tell you what. Oh yeah, and this is what's out of it at the moment, and I'll show you why. Yeah, that's why. That's all messed up. Yeah, so I drove it in on furniture rollers, but yeah, she's pretty rotten. But that's okay. That's what'll make it a great future drift car. Well, that and if the title will transfer, but we'll see. You don't need a title for on a track. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed all the cold starts. I got nothing else to cold start that is carbureted or mechanically injected, so those aren't fun to watch. Today's only like 20 degrees anyways, but please like and comment and subscribe if you feel like it. It really helped me out with the algorithm, trying to get the channel to grow so I can do some really, really cool projects. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and y'all have a good one.